Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess and today we're going to do some fun nails. I'm hiding them underneath these beautiful pearly purple gloves because I kind of filmed all of this a little bit out of sequence, so I didn't want to give away the surprise, but boy do I have a treat for you. I've got some Dipomania products here. I'm going to be using this milky white called Tachyon. It is from the Galactic Throwback Trio that came out a while back that I worked with the owner Brittany on. And then I am going to use I Am Here, this gorgeous glitter. But on top of that, I'm going to be using a brand spanking new product. These release today at 6 p.m. and they are liquid chromes, and these are special because they can be used with dip liquids. I'm showing you the beautiful packaging and that the ingredients are on the back of the box, and inside they are in these gorgeous tubes. I'm going to show you all the colors. This is xenon, and it is, oh my gosh, if you know Dipomania, one of my favorite dips from them is 𝕙𝕗𝕟𝓟𝓼, and this color reminds me so much of that dip. But I'm showing you the swatches I did. My swatches I split down the middle. On the left side is white, on the right side is black, so I chromed over those two colors so you can see what they look like. And this color is phosphorus, and it is a gorgeous, stunning green, just beautiful. Might be great for, you know, St. Patrick's Day that's coming up. It also reminds me of a color that I used a couple years ago for my dragon nails. Oh yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Love it, love it. Next up is Krypton, and it is a really pretty pink. It has such a gorgeous shift in it. I used this color on my daughter's nails and on my mom's nails. My daughter used it over pink, and my mother used it over purple, like a lavender, and they looked so different. My daughter's looked kind of like a pink champagne, and my mom's looked more periwinkle. Oh, they were both gorgeous though. So it depends on what color you put these colors over. The next one is plutonium, and this one, it's kind of like a wine color with sort of a green shift to it. Stunning, gorgeous color. I love this one so much. I definitely have to figure out how to use this in a mani at some point really soon. It's so pretty. Next on deck is erbium, and erbium is similar to Krypton, but it's blue, but it has a similar shift to it. And this one is the one I'm using in today's mani. So I love it because it, over a light color like white, it looks like aquamarine. It's the perfect shade for a March birthday mani, which is exactly why I'm using it today. Next up is argon, and again, this is one I'm gonna need to figure out how to use really soon. Look at that purple chrome. Oh my heavens. Oh my head. I love this color. It is so pretty, and I'm just obsessed with it. Next up is arsenic, and arsenic is sort of a white, and it reminds me like of the unicorn and mermaid chromes. Yeah, so that's really, really pretty, and it is different over white than it is over black. Over black, it has like a yellowish green kind of shift, and on the white, it's definitely got sort of a pinky blue shift. It's hard to explain. You have to see it in person. And then last and finally is thallium, and thallium, it turns purple over black. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to, I just need to use them all. That's just the bottom line. But these are so much fun. I'm so excited. I actually had the opportunity to play around with these chromes quite a bit. I was testing them for Brittany, the owner of Dipomania, and I just had so much fun learning how to use them. So these liquid chromes are called the chemistry set. How cute. All of their names are from the periodic table. It's such a cute set. They will all be available individually at 6 p.m. tonight, March 10th. And I am so excited to show you how to use them using only dip liquids. They can be used with gels, but I'm only using dip liquids. So let's get into this. I skipped the majority of my dipping process for this video because I really wanted the focus to be on the chroming process. But I'm doing 2 pour over layers of tachyon, and then I'm going to chrome over that. So as an accent nail, I am using I Am Here, and this is available on the website. I'm going to leave all the products that I am using down in the description box. I won't have a direct link for the chromes yet, but I will just link the web page and you'll go there. It'll be on the home page probably because it's going to be a new release. So what I am doing is I did 1 layer of tachyon, and then I'm doing 1 layer of the glitter. And I'm doing this because, well, tachyon glows, and I really wanted to see if I could add a little bit of glow underneath this glitter. So, and this glitter is so full coverage, you really only need 1 dip to get full coverage. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Now what I'm doing is encapsulating in clear. I'm going to do that for all 5 nails. The next step will be to activate, and I'm going to file and buff and shape everything. I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to top coat. That's right. We are going to do our complete dip process from beginning to end. And then we're going to let that top coat dry, and we're going to chrome over the dip top coat. I will explain all of that when I come back. Okay, here we go. We're going to do our second activation on all 5 nails. And then we're going to go in with our top coat. And we're going to do the usual dip top coat process. So we're going to do our first layer of dip top coat with 2 to 3 quick swipes. We're going to wipe off the brush after each nail. And then we're going to go in for our second coat of dip top coat. And we're going to be a little bit more detailed. And I like to be very careful and really do a nice top coat, because just like with gel, when you are using chrome, every little flaw, every bubble, every bump is going to be visible. Now, I love Dipomania's top coat. For a top coat that's dip liquid, it actually self-levels really nicely. So I'm going to complete this top coat. I'm going to let this top coat fully dry. Now for Dipomania's top coat, that usually only takes 1 to 2 minutes. But I do wait the full 2 minutes because I want to be sure that the top coat is 100% dry, because you're going to be rubbing the chrome into that top coat. And if it's not fully dry, it's not going to chrome properly. So that is really, really, really important. So I'm going to finish top coating and I'm going to wait the full 2 minutes and then we'll get into this chrome. Oh boy, do I love editing magic. So here we are. I'm going to use erbium, that light blue chrome, and it is so pretty. So I'm going to take the applicator and I'm going to apply a decent amount directly to the nail. I'm going to basically just cover the whole nail. I'm not going to glop it on. You don't want it to be too much because it does get kind of messy. So you just want to put enough to cover the nail, and then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to gently, gently buff that chrome directly into the nail using my finger. And this is the best way to do it, I found, because you really need to kind of feel when it starts to dry. And once it starts to feel like it's dry and your finger is kind of gliding over the nail, that's when you stop. You don't want to rub too hard because you will just buff the chrome right off the nail. If that happens, you can always apply a little bit more to the nail and then rub that in some more. But the lighter the touch, the better. I think after you do the first nail or two, you'll really get a feel for it. You'll just kind of know when it's done by the way it looks and the way it feels under your finger. But you just want to keep buffing it until you get that beautiful shine. You just want to make sure you don't apply too much pressure or rub in the same spot for too long. But you also want to make sure that you do cover around the cuticle area and your sidewalls and your free edge, and just make sure you have even coverage. If you get a little bit too much in your cuticle area, you can just, I got these little swabs off of Amazon, and they're just the tiniest little swabs, and you can put a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and just run it along the cuticle area, and that'll take care of that issue. But yeah, you just keep buffing it in. Now, you can do one layer of this chrome if you just want like a really nice sheen. But if you want it to look like that really shiny chrome look, I recommend 2 layers of chrome, because then the pigment is more saturated on the nail and you get that really nice chrome-like shine. You'll see when I'm done with this nail how much better it looks with 2 layers on it. But if you're just looking for a pretty like iridescent sheen to your nails, you can always just do 1 layer. I prefer 2, especially with this color, because I wanted to get that blue to really pop. So now I'm going to finish up the second layer of this chrome, and when I come back, we're going to talk about how to top coat this chrome with just dip liquids. All right, I'm gonna hop in right here because if you notice, I rubbed a little bit too vigorously on my thumb and my index finger. So what I am doing is just going in, I applied the tiniest little bit to just the spot that I rubbed off by mistake, and I'm just gonna buff that in very gently, and voila, that fixes the issue. And so this, I want to say that this chrome is really forgiving. If you buff it off and it's not looking the way you want it to, you just add a little bit more. And then when you're done chroming, you want to let the chrome dry for about a minute or so. You want to make sure that it doesn't come up when you top coat. And now what we're going to do is apply one single additional layer of dip top coat over this chrome. I like to get a decent amount on my brush and kind of float it, but you want to make sure that this layer of dip liquid, this top coat, is not too thick, but you want to make sure you cover all of the chrome, because if you don't cover the whole area that the chrome is applied to, then when you wash your hands and stuff, it will come off. So you want to make sure that you do a really nice thorough top coat. And the other really important part is to make sure that you cap your free edge. And the reason for that is this: if you don't cap your free edge, you risk water or other things getting up under that top coat, which can cause cracking and peeling. And you definitely don't want that to happen. So make sure you cap that free edge and you get all of your sidewalls covered too. I will also mention that I did not wipe off the excess chrome that is on my cuticle area. I wanted to wait and finish my top coat and wait until it was fully dried before I wipe off that excess. So you're going to let the top coat air dry for about 5 to 10 minutes. I decided to wait the full 10 minutes because I wanted to make sure that it was completely dry before I started removing the excess chrome that I got on my skin. I just used a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on a lint-free wipe and it cleaned up super easily. So you don't have to worry about staining or anything like that. Super easy cleanup. And there we have it, all chromed and top coated. Now I'm going to just add a few little acrylic flowers using my Dashing Diva Fast Bond. This is the glue that I use to apply my full coverage tips, and it works awesome for applying gems and things like that. So I'm going to apply 3 little flowers, 1 larger one and 2 smaller ones, and then I'm going to use some caviar beads in the center of those, and it ends up looking so cute. I'm super happy with the way that came out, and I think it goes really, really well with these colors. So I'm going to finish that up, and I'll come back for the final results and to wrap everything up. Okay, here we are. This is what we've got, and I am super, super happy with this set. I'm actually quite obsessed with it. I wore it for a really long time, and I can honestly say it's been a long time since I've had this many compliments on a set of nails that I've done. So really love it. Really so happy with the way these chromes work. I highly recommend them. There is a little bit of a learning curve when using them, but I have been in chats with Brittany, the owner of Dipomania, and she is going to make sure that there are detailed instructions included with every liquid chrome order. And if you have any questions, I am, of course, always happy to help, and you can DM me on Instagram, and you can also put any questions you might have down in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun playing with these new chromes and creating this look. If you did enjoy watching, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye now.